Too bad you're gonna lose tonight.
Never happened before.
Welcome to round 70 of Eat the Buckle, the podcast that puts two horror movies in a head-to-head matchup where the loser will remain in the ring another week, and we'll watch it repeatedly until we've determined the worst horror movie ever made. This week, we have newcomer 1990's SHAKMA versus, returning for a third time, 2001's Fear.com. I'm Jared, and with me as always are my co-hosts Josh and Aaron. Gentlemen, how you doing? Over.
Oh, no. Already with over.
You fucking nailed that intro. Way to go, buddy.
Ow.
Way to go.
That's all I've been doing in our 2 weeks off is just rehearsing it in my head over and over.
And out.
And out.
It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Ow.
This episode, I want you all to refer to me as the Game Master.
All right, Game Master. Over.
No, over.
How you guys doing this week?
Hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe with the pregame conversation, we shouldn't elaborate on this discussion. So
Yeah, sure. We're here.
We're here to talk two terrible movies.
Yeah.
As we suffer through heat, age, and other situations.
Yes.
Both personally and professionally.
My biggest problem is this microphone that Aaron brought me that I can't get working.
I will.
Chagrin of you too.
Right off the bat, I should just let you all know that AEW is on at 8 o'clock. And if we haven't wrapped up by then, I will just disconnect this call.
At least you have your priorities arranged.
I hope to be knee deep in supper by 8 o'clock. So
I hope you are too. So let's get this shit going.
I'm with you. Well, in the last time since we recorded, me and AJ have seen each other in person, which was fun.
We did see each other in person. It was fun. I finally went to a lake that was a big lake.
Mm-hmm. It was nice.
And it was fun.
Good.
Shout out to George and Leon's again for delicious piles of meat.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
Did you play the pinball game?
They've added new pinball games.
Wow.
They have.
Do they still have this? What was it? The Shadow Pinball?
Yeah. Starring Alex Baldwin.
Yeah.
They still had that, and they had the new Halloween game, which just came out this year, I believe.
Oh, damn. They're stepping their shit up.
And unbeknownst to me, we didn't play them because, I don't know why. Just seemed too much of a distraction at supper time. But unbeknownst to me, I found out the next day. I was talking, well, not the next day, but the next week. I was talking to my neighbor who's also into pinball. He said they always have their machines on free game.
Oh.
Or they have since the last 6 months. They've turned them on free play. So
we could have just played that. No wonder, because that one, was it Monster Bash?
Yeah. Had a couple
Had a free?
Credits. Yeah. I was there's free credits, but
yeah, the Shadow was free when I visited you. We didn't pump any money into that piece of shit.
It should pay you to play it.
It was awesome.
Do you think Baldwin gets a cut? There's
No.
got to be some likeness or something. How do they, or does he just get a check up front?
Check up front.
Yeah, for promotional, because really they just took the image off the movie poster, so they just paid him up front for that shit.
Mm. But I think his voice is in it.
Samples from, yeah.
It's probably Adam's voice.
Is that available in 4K? I'm going to buy that in 4K.
The Shadow, I think, is either coming out or it just came out this year.
Time for a movie night.
Did
No.
that come out the same year as Billy Zane's Phantom?
Another movie getting ready to come out on 4K.
Close.
Or is out on 4K.
We can have a triple feature. We could watch The Green Hornet with Seth Rogen.
No.
We can watch Billy Zane's The Phantom and Alec Baldwin's The Shadow.
Hold on a second.
Oh, let's talk. I watched He-Man yesterday.
Oh, with
Oh, what?
alleged sexual assaulter,
Yes.
Skeletor, sexual Skeletor.
Cece said she wanted to watch it because she loved He-Man cartoon as a kid, blah, blah, blah. And I had nothing else to do because I could only see out of one eye. So I sat down to watch it with her. That movie, A, is bad.
Thank God.
B, is 2.5 hours long.
Of course it is.
It's a fucking children's movie. And it is 2.5 hours. What is wrong with these fucking people?
Everything has to be that.
What is wrong with and there's like long, drawn out, like melodramatic scenes about family loss, like the fucking Batman versus Superman bullshit. It's like, you don't need this in your He-Man movie.
Everything needs lore. Everything needs super long exposition. But everything needs to be at least 2.5 hours.
It was really, really bad. In fact, during this movie, the movie started, I watched the first 20 minutes. I took a fucking nap. I got up from my nap. I went to the store. I came back from the store and the movie still had a half hour left in it.
Oh, so you can't say with any confidence that it was bad because you missed all of it.
You're right. I probably missed the good parts.
You should go back and rewatch it and stop talking out of your ass.
I missed the good parts. I mean, I caught the Dolph Lundgren, cameo,
spoilers.
Is he like, I'm your dad?
Yeah, spoilers. Sorry, he plays some old crusty guy at the gym that talks to Adam before Adam knows he's He-Man. And then another spoiler for all you who are sitting on your hands to watch He-Man. Orko makes an appearance at the very end.
Oh, shit.
I don't know He-Man at all. I missed that whole...
It was already passed by the time you were 6.
Yeah, and I don't... I think our older brothers were that into it. I mean, I'm aware of He-Man and the lore and all that, but... who's Arco? What would you say?
Orko is a little magician ghost looking thing.
It floats around, has a giant O on its chest.
Yeah. He is the He-Man equivalent of Jar Jar Binks, basically.
Now, was he voiced by Kevin Spacey?
In the movie?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Speaking of you go to the grocery store, Aaron got to see my grocery store mania.
Oh my God. I didn't want to bring it up.
The grocery store mania.
We were at Josh, we were at Jared's house 1, 2, 3, technically 4 days, but one of those was the day we left. And in those 4 days that we were there, someone was at a grocery store an average of 1.5 times per day.
I believe it. I think when I visited last year, we went to the grocery store at least 3 times.
Every single one of them was warranted. There was no egregious trips. They were all necessary.
You graciously had pre-purchased drinks, food that people had requested, and yet we still had reasons to go, even after we had
I imagine
stopped.
the drinks didn't last long.
No, they lasted all to Saturday.
We had to go back because we wanted to make trash cans. My heart has not recovered from that. I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, you went from 0 to 100.
Man, we had so last thing I'll say, and then I'll get off of it. So Thursday they all got here, and we partied till 2:30 in the morning.
Not me.
Well, some of us did. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the bathroom, and my phone was full of notifications that shit had gone down with my job.
Oh God.
And I had to immediately jump in to try to rectify a bunch of security issues with a probably 3 trash can hangover off of 3 hours of sleep. And I was like instant panic attack mode. Just like,
oh my gosh,
from 5:30 until probably 5:30, that like AM to PM. It was fucking brutal. That entire day was just an out of body experience.
That's awful.
Yeah. Whew. I kind of was dealing with that all weekend. It sucked.
Yeah. You were kind of absent at your own house
for
with guests.
A bit of the trip.
But we understood.
Yeah. So I apologize. But overall, great time. It was great to see you and your lovely wife and our other 2 friends. Had a good time. We thought about watching the movie at hand.
Thank God we didn't. Although twice over that weekend, at least by Friday night, we stopped saying, let's watch SHAKMA, which we were right to say, we're not going to watch it because woof.
Oh, yes. Let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. First movie up is SHOCKMA. If you're looking for it online, it's SHAKMA. It was released October 5th, 1990. It had a budget of $1.5 million. I could not find a box office. Written by Roger Engel and Paul Stubenbrock. Directed by Tom Logan and Hugh Parks. Starring Christopher Atkins, Amanda Weiss, Ari Myers, Roddy McDowall, Rob Edward Morris, Greg Flowers, and Typhoon as the titular SHOCKMA. In this movie, a very strange evening of LARPing in a science lab, more on that later, goes awry when a rage-induced baboon gets loose and rampage ensues. Do we see a real-life baboon very likely endure brain trauma? Yep. Will it eat the buckle? Maybe. Gentlemen, off the top rope, what did you think of SHAKMA?
It was not my first time viewing this one.
No. This is from the archives of our brain and hearts.
I did not remember a lot of this movie. I just remembered the baboons shitting on the floor,
which I didn't see.
And I wish that was all I remember.
Did you see that? Because I was watching for it.
There is definitely, I did not catch him actually defecating on the floor this time around, but there is a scene where he runs into shot and like leaps up at a closed door, like he's bashing on it. And there's definitely a turd laying on the ground behind him.
Yeah.
So he was he was definitely just shitting all over that movie set.
Now, when you say there's a shot of him jumping at a door, you mean one of a million shots of him running and jumping at a door?
Yes.
Because we can get into it, but
you stop us sometimes because we get ahead of ourselves without describing the movie. But the synopsis that you gave is all you have to talk about in terms to know the movie.
Traumatic brain injuries. A baboon, sorry.
Yeah.
There. All right, so the movie starts with to go back what I was saying about how movies today have long exposition and unnecessary lore.
Yeah.
This movie started with 30 minutes of our main characters talking about
a game,
a role play, like a live role playing game that they were going to play that night at their school.
Yeah. It was the Adelson Medical School.
Medical facility for students. And they were operating on experimenting.
I was a little confused about that as well.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were doing pretty advanced, unsanctioned medical science on
primates,
on live animals.
I don't know that animal experimentation is part of your normal MD curriculum.
But yeah, it's 30 minutes of them just with this unnecessary, it turns out completely arbitrary setup of this game. that they're playing?
Arbitrary. No, it's vital as to why they can't get out of the building.
But it could that does not have to be the case.
Here's a little peek behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And the before times, we'll say before 2001. If you were in college and you had a copy of keys to a building on campus, you may or may not have been able to access that building willy-nilly after hours and play laser tag with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a thing to do.
Let me tell you how you write your way out of that. Just say the doors automatically lock after 10 p.m. Only personnel with keys can get out. Then you don't need the fucking unnecessary bullshit setup 30 minutes long of this game we're talking. They had the computer nerd walking them through the whole computer setup, how you can monitor where everyone's going with these chips that went nowhere.
Why wasn't that guy working at Netscape?
That's what I'm saying.
Why wasn't he working at id?
Wait, that was necessary because it's how they figured out that
Bradley wasn't moving.
Yeah,
but for just one moment of the movie, I was thinking it would come back to where like maybe SHAKMA swallowed a tracker or something so they could track him. It's just one moment of the movie where they're like, well, that tracker hasn't moved, let's go look at him.
Yeah, no, you're right, that would have been smart.
I'm saying it was just, the setup was, there were no payoffs to everything they introduced of this game.
You're upset at a movie that over explains, and versus the next movie we'll talk about, which does not explain anything.
I'm upset.
There's no good happy ground
of my time to explain what was eventually nothing.
1 hour 48 minutes,
40,
or just 141.
40, at least the version I watched. I don't know if we watched a different version, but I'm pretty sure mine was an hour 40 because Erica commented on it as soon as we pressed play.
Yeah, you don't need that much. This movie could have been 80 minutes.
It's almost like they had the last hour already filmed and some producer or someone was like, you know what's hot right now? Dungeons and Dragons. Let's throw some shit in there.
No, because they only had Rowdy McDowell for one day. And he was not, as the professor, Dr. Sorensen. He only had enough time to say over and out for one day of filming and his death scene and him working on Typhoon at the beginning. That was it. They crammed that into one day, maybe one afternoon at Orlando and Universal Studios, Florida.
Can we consider Roddy McDowell a friend of the pod now?
Sure. Has he been in other things we watched?
At least one other, right?
I don't know.
We didn't watch Fright Night. And
we did not watch.
Jared wasn't a fan of that.
Was he in Waxwork?
Was he?
No. There has to have been another Roddy McDowell movie.
I think this might be his introduction to the pod.
Well, he was good in it. He's serviceable.
Everyone was fine.
No, they were not. Let me stop you right there.
Fine.
No, they were not.
Lay it on me. Give me both barrels, Big D.
First, my anecdote about Roddy McDowell.
Okay.
Had the timelines crossed a little better, I think he would have made a hell of a George W.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say about Roddy. Now on to now. Let's see. Let me pull up the cast here.
You're not going to talk shit on the Blue Lagoon's own Christopher Adkins.
The Green Goblin smiley motherfucker. He's so creepy looking.
Nudity.
So creepy looking.
The poor man's Mark Hamill.
Just the way he like smiled and like leered at everybody.
I thought he was good.
Ugh. Just wanted to punch him in his face.
He was happy to be there.
I did think Amanda Weiss. Is it Weiss? Weiss? Weiss. I was glad I looked her up. I was glad to see that she's had a pretty lucrative TV career.
I remember the first several times I watched this as a kid, I thought she was Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, she does look a little bit like Jennifer Grey.
That's why we started watching it, because it was like on at 2 a.m. on Showtime. We were like, oh man, we might get to see Dirty Dancing's boobs.
There are scenes where she looks like Jennifer Grey, and there are scenes where she looks a little bit like a young Elizabeth Shue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She was fine. In fact, I think that this should have been her movie. I don't know why they just didn't make her the survivor that had to battle the primate. Instead,
she died in the toilet.
She died in the toilet, and then we get to watch a man who decides to spend the last 20 minutes of a movie slowly walking like a zombie.
Oh my God, it never end.
You want to talk? We complained about how stage fright slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
This comes to a fucking crawl.
No argument here.
The end of this movie is so slow and so bad.
Literally.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
Have all three of us seen Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
No.
I have, yes.
Okay, I know Josh has. I feel like Richard IOD and what's the other guy's name? Michael Holness, I think. I feel like they must have loved this movie as kids because they're close to our age. Because there are about as many different sets and that whole 6-episode series on BBC or Channel 4, whatever, as there were in SHAKMA. And they do that joke too in that where they had to slow everything down to pad out the runtime of the episodes. They had to do that on here. And then apparently, going again off of the sacred texts of IMDb, there's a note that because of during the Video Nasty era, they couldn't get a sign off that no animals were harmed, so they had to take SHOCKMA out of the movie 2/3 of the movie. So they did slow down scenes and walking to pad it back out to a normal runtime.
That makes sense on both counts. Both that because animal was definitely harmed in this movie. Self-harm at the hand of the director.
It looked like it was trying to deadlift the door out of the frame.
So let's get to that. So after the 30 minutes of unnecessary preamble of this game they're playing, it turns into what is essentially an hour and 10 minutes of the same scene.
Yep.
Someone turns a corner that's all shot from a long shot at the end of a hallway where you can, it's like a T shape, like 3 hallways converge. Someone turns a corner. SHOCKMA chases them behind a door. They close a door, and SHOCKMA proceeds to bash the fuck out of his own head against the door for, I would say, cumulatively 20 minutes of a movie if you add all the time up of the screen time of him beating himself.
I think they reused at least one shot.
I hope
3 times. 3 times.
I really, really hope so. But that's all it is. It's different characters turning a corner, running, shutting themselves behind a door, and SHOCKMA trying to break a door down for an hour and 10 minutes. Every once in a while, it'll show and every kill was a shot from behind someone's head, clearly a mannequin, and SHOCKMA jumping towards it. Cut.
Yeah. Yep.
Then
every kill happens off camera.
Yeah. It was.
What would you have wanted to acted alongside in the same room as Typhoon?
No. I did read a trivia that to get him to rage out, they had his handler on the other side of the door whispering his name to him typhoon. I'm like, is that all it takes to get this thing to fucking go nuts? Literally ape shit. But it was hard to watch.
Baboon shit.
I did not like seeing that baboon doing that. That made me. I didn't like it.
No, I didn't like this movie.
You know what though? It is unquestionably funny to see a baboon's ass. And we get a lot of that during this movie.
You get a lot of baboon ass, and he's hanging dong a lot.
Which is very funny. I laughed every time I saw that dog, and every time I saw his big orange bald butt cheeks.
You're not going to eat sausage links for breakfast anytime soon after seeing this movie.
Did you notice when they're filling out? So the reason SHAKMA goes crazy is because the experimental surgeries I mentioned before, they plant a chip in him. That's how the movie starts. And we find out that the results could have either been it makes him docile or extra aggressive. Spoiler alert. This one made him extra aggressive. And they were supposed to kill him, but the guy, his handler... so his handler's
Sam puts more of the drug in SHOCKMA.
Yeah, but...
He grabs the wrong vial.
Why didn't Richard... So Richard was like, I'll do it. And then doesn't do it. What was his...
They were gonna...
No, nothing was explained.
SHOCKMA obviously freaks out. They tie him down. Then Richard and Sam are having a hash out about Dungeons and Dragons that night because Richard's not invited. Although his child sister is already invited, which is weird.
Yes,
right?
his child sister, who creepy Green Goblin leers at.
Yes.
They wanted to fuck each other.
She wanted to fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
She also... I had a question about her.
All right. Well, let's table that for a sec. Okay. So then they talk. He grabs a vial from the Kim lab, injects SHOCKMA with more of the stuff. They come in and say, or Sorensen comes in, Roddy McDowell comes in and says, "Go ahead and just destroy him." So they shoot him up with something. He does inject him, right? I just watched this last night, and I don't.
He gives him more of the rage drug instead of the thing that's yeah.
So then they cart him off to the corner closet where the incinerator is. That's when Sorensen comes back and tells Richard, "Oh, don't go ahead and I need to do a I can't pronounce it. Autopsy, we'll say." But they can tell the baboon is still alive, and he goes, "Don't worry, I'll just do it tomorrow." So they're going to leave a live baboon strapped to a chair or table all night.
Because they were so anxious to play this fucking rad game that they had devised.
Nemesis.
Nemesis. Oh, okay. So
child bride.
So Richard's sister, who was there, again, pointless to not only the game but the movie, because they tell her up front, you're in the game, but your only point is to stay up on the 9th floor doing nothing.
She was the reward
until we find you.
She was the reward.
She was the reward. I think they even
have to be a personified thing. Like, you could have done this without a human being. She did not need to be there for the movie purpose or the game purpose.
Jared, she was the reward.
She got to get finger blasted.
That's what I think they were trying. And she even excitedly tells what's his name, goofy grinny bastard
Sam,
that she has a surprise for him, which is her dressing up like a genie.
No, she was clearly a maiden.
I have a question about her. I'm just going to it's a this or that question, okay?
She's not Chaka from Land of the Lost.
Oh, that's good. I was going to ask Gruely Light or Gruely Dark.
Oh, no. You did it again. I'm not answering. But Girly Dark. She had a nice flower crown.
She did have a nice flower crown.
And she was ready to be deflower crowned.
She certainly was.
By Sam. I was impressed by the kill count, the body count.
Everyone on screen dead.
Everyone on screen is dead. Assuming Sam dies at the end.
I can only hope Sam dies at the end.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I didn't remember that from. I thought for sure Tracy, the aforementioned
second lead.
Yeah, the Dirty Dancing gal who was not in Dirty Dancing. I thought for sure she was the hero, but that shocked me when she died.
She should have been the hero. It probably would have been a better third act.
Another example of why the game was so arbitrary. So Richard's girlfriend, who at the beginning of the movie, they're like, they were supposed to go on a date, but Richard, who really was for some reason trying to get into this game, he was not invited in the beginning, but he weaseled his way in. But then the whole time he's in the game, he's just bitching about it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know it was going to take so long.
Rowdy McDowell can make or break your medical career. So you had to get in good graces with him, which is why you had to play his live action Dungeons and Dragons game.
So he tells his girl, Denise, maybe Denise.
Laura.
Yeah, sure. So she waits for him in a car outside of the building for hours and hours and hours. She doesn't leave.
That one song lasts forever.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of song. Okay, sorry. I'll tell you one part I did enjoy later. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because her being there made no difference, because at the very end, when it's just the young girl and Sam, they're like, we need to get her attention by throwing things out the window to try to hit her car so she can, get her attention so she can call the police. Why didn't they open or break the window to throw larger? So they're like throwing forks and spoons. Then she finds a clue within the game saying that the weapons are in the couch. So she looks in the couch and finds marbles essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking, okay, well, that's where the game's going to come around to be. This is their savior. So she starts throwing marbles out the window to get the attention of this car, which doesn't work. And then the car just drives off. So there's just another example of why none of the devices or mechanisms of introducing this game have anything to do with anything, nor did that character of a girlfriend have anything to do with any. She could have not been written in, and it would have been the same fucking movie.
She was personifying the meaningless of modern, the meaningless of modern life, and how there's no one coming to help you.
No, she was personifying the audience, being like, "How much fucking time left in this stupid shit? I'm out of here." Which we all should have done at the time she took off. We all should have done. So, what were you gonna say, John?
No, don't apologize. Two things. Did I miss it? Why is there not a phone that they could just use to call the police?
Because the phones were only in the administrative's office, which were all locked, which definitely makes sense in a huge building like that.
Yeah. You have a multi-floor building, and the only phone is the administrator's office. Okay. I did get a little kick out by the one moment of this I did enjoy. Was when the Austin Powers music is playing in the background. Did you catch that?
No.
It's like late in the movie, but it's before Weiss gets killed. But it's like SHAKMA's somewhere out there. And they're like looking around like down this hallway, and you just hear that do 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 do. It just really made me laugh. It's like, oh, that's cool. That's a nice touch.
The haunting SHOCKMA overture.
The 60s swing music.
I have a note about the score, but I'm going to save it.
Okay.
For what may be week 2 of this.
Oh.
If we don't get to it, then it's fine.
Okay.
I don't know how much longer we need to talk about SHAKMA.
I don't need to say anything else about it, I don't think.
Yeah, let's see. The body count I was impressed with. The kills were off screen and boring.
The special effects were fine of the dead bodies, especially Richard's acid face was good.
That was fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Al Jorgensen sample Shockma's electrocution scream for Just One Fix? I clocked that watching it last night, slightly inebriated. So I went, it has to be if I can half asleep at almost midnight, hear that scream and go, Just One Fix. Just One Fix. Just One Fix.
God. What a bad movie.
I love that we watched this multiple times as kids, and I don't know why we did.
No, I don't either.
I think because kids love baboons.
We clearly knew it was bad.
Yeah.
We watched bad shit as kids, and you picked it for this show, but I don't remember just how bad it was.
Yeah, it hasn't aged well.
Oh,
it is right on that razor edge that we talk about all the time between good bad and bad bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that's all the movie was someone turning that corner and SHOCKMA chasing them behind a door. And I'm pretty sure, because they do say, like, you know, we have to go down to floor 3 or whatever, and then the same thing would happen on the 3rd floor. I guarantee you it was the same hallway. They just, you know, after a shot, be like, all right, take 10. We're just going to replace the numbers.
The numbers.
Yep. 3, 4, 5. Like,
that is exactly what it was.
There was the same amount of like overturned tables and shit on each. Like, it just didn't do any set dressing to change anything. My God.
For the runtime of this movie, you could get through almost half of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, and that is a better use of your time.
It certainly is.
Boy. Yeah, bad movie. Bad baboon movie. You want to play a game?
I want to play a game!
AJ, get that sound clip ready because it's time to play Survey's Bet.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Okay, I've got 3 categories here. We may only get to 2. The 3rd one will be optional.
Okay.
You guys are the Buckle family, and you know how to play Family Feud. Together, you'll have 3 strikes. And the first category is, according to an average score taken from the articles from CBR from 2025, Dead Central from 2026, Paste Magazine from 2024, and Sideshow 2026. Now, see, I averaged it this time, so you guys can't give me shit. I got 4 articles. What are the top 6 killer monkeys featured in horror movies? The name of the movie will suffice. The articles were killer monkeys, but just name the movie that they were in.
Now, wait a minute. Are we only talking monkeys or any primate?
Primate.
All right. All simians are on the table.
All simians are on the table.
All right.
Top 6 answers are on the board. Proceed however you guys see fit, but you have 3 strikes.
Okay. Whoever, Josh, do you want to be grandma and go up first?
I'll be grandma and go first.
Okay.
I remember seeing King Kong in the theater.
Your answer is King Kong.
That has to be number 1.
Yes.
Good answer.
What?
What?
King Kong was not any of them.
It's the very first fucking monkey movie that you think of.
I'm going to get real fucking pissed off.
Oh.
He was, not only was he not on this, he was on 0 of the 4 lists I read.
What?
How?
I don't know.
Did they just scrape and mine one website and then repeat it 3 times over different these random sites? I don't even know what any of them are.
They did, but you got 1 strike, Buckle family.
Kong Skull Island.
Congo.
Maybe it was because needed to. Well, no, that wouldn't. Congo.
Yes.
Let me see Congo. Survey's dead.
I hope we do goose eggs. I hope.
Okay, wait.
Goose eggs.
Is this only horror movies?
Yeah, and I'll put it this way: of the 6, I think we've seen them all except 2. I haven't seen 2. 2 of them I haven't heard of.
All right.
So if you get 3 of them, I'll consider that a win. You're down to your last strike.
All right. Josh?
I'll give you a hint. You've seen one of them recently.
Josh, maybe you should say, SHAKMA!
If he's fucking SHOCKMA.
Survey's dead. Good answer. Number 3.
SHOCKMA's on there and King Kong is not.
SHOCKMA was on 3 of the 4 lists, rated very high on 3 of them. So you got number 3. Way to go.
Oh, okay.
2 strikes against you.
Right, Josh,
Monkey Shines had an actual monkey in it, right?
Yeah. I was going to say Monkey Shines has to be on there because that's the Stephen King short story where the monkey goes bad.
I'll also say this. They don't have to be portrayed by real monkeys.
What?
Real primates.
Well, why the fuck do you think we said King Kong and Congo?
I know, but you just qualified it with Monkey Shines was played by a real monkey. I just didn't want
But
that
it's a
to be-
horror movie. That's why we said.
About a monkey.
I just was
Yeah, we don't care about
Okay.
the truth of the matter. We care about
I
trying not to
misunderstood
get
your
another
logic
X.
train there. Go ahead. You got 2 strikes. Are you going with Monkey Shines? Was that an answer?
Yeah,
it's a
you gotta go
horror
with
movie
Monkey Shines.
People
Yeah.
have heard of.
Survey's dead. Good answer. Monkey Shines is number 4.
All right.
So you still have 6, 5, 2, and 1 on the board.
There's no way fucking what year was this?
It's from 4 articles. The latest one was 2024.
All right, so
the oldest one was 2024.
Oldest
So-
was 2024.
Oh, so then we, in theory, could say the monkey is on there instead of the devil's gift.
Do fake monkeys, toy monkeys, could
Fake
they be on?
monkeys. Any monkeys are game.
Because, Josh, I gotta tell you, I think I have used up all my monkey movies I can think of.
Well, I would imagine that, yes, this movie is probably the 2020. No? When was the earliest?
There's 2 from 2026. 1 from
Oh, latest.
2025.
Okay.
And 1 from 2020.
Yeah, the monkey then.
Survey's dead.
Oh!
I was gonna say, I don't think it's gonna be on there.
You're gonna get so mad at me. I didn't compile these lists. Number 6, the Samaritan rat monkey from Dead Alive.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Okay.
yeah, but
Number
that,
5.
that's not,
Okay.
Number 5, Gordy from Nope.
Okay. Yeah,
Again, it's
okay.
about an alien. It's not about Gordy the
Number
monkey.
4 you got was Monkey Shines. Number 3 was SHOCKMA. So 2 and 1 I'd never heard of, which is crazy. I mean, on all these lists, these were very high up. Link from the movie Link.
Huh?
Not Encino Man, just a movie called Link, not Linkovich Chomovsky. And number 1 was Inga from Phenomena, which is, I believe, a Dario Argento movie.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
So you got 2. I would have given you a win with 3. I tried really hard to come up with a list of worst movies based off about websites, horror movies based off killer websites, and you would have not heard of any of them. So instead, I pivoted to top 10 worst video game horror movies of all time because that's kind of close. And hey, Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil's coming out, so why not celebrate that? Top 10, according to a February 7th, 2026 article from WatchMojo.com. What are the worst video game horror movies? Meaning number 1 would be the absolute worst.
House of the Dead.
Just look up Uwe Boll's filmography.
Josh, you're saying House of the Dead?
Yes.
Survey's dead. Good answer. Number 2.
Alone in the Dark.
Yeah. That's gonna be on.
Survey's dead. Good answer. Number 1. You got number 2 and number 1 off the board. Both Uwe Boll movies. If you get half of these, I'll give you credit.
Can sequels be on there as well?
Sure.
House of the Dead 2.
No, Survey's dead.
Oh, shit.
Blood Rain.
Survey's dead. Before you guys go half cocked, you're down to 1 strike, and I'm going to give you a hint. There are no more Uwe Boll movies.
Oh, okay.
As good of a strategy as that was. I'll tell you this. Now, no, I won't.
Well, this
Your boy
is
from Event Horizons on here a couple times.
I was gonna say, from here on out, you gotta just start saying Resident Evil movies. That's good for
got
at least
it. Do you
2 or
think
3.
Five Nights at Freddy's was pretty critically panned, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't engage with this.
I don't know.
Say Resident Evil. You know it's Resident Evil is on.
No, I don't think it will be. I think enough people like those pieces of shit. They're still making them.
They've made a couple Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's true. Oh man, these are hard. I don't like this.
No, it's just because you personally like those Resident Evil movies. For Mila,
I don't.
You don't want to say it.
I like Mila Jovovich. I do not care for those movies. Resident Evil.
Survey's dead. Good answer. Number 8.
Okay.
Paul Workshop Anderson's Resident Evil. Your
All
favorite
right.
director.
Any horror game, correct?
Top 10. Yep. They're horror movies based on games.
Okay.
Horror movies based
I'm
on.
going to start instituting a clock.
Oh Jesus.
All right. So we've said Resident Evil. It was number 8. We've
Yeah.
got 2 of the 3 Uwe Boll movies that I know of. I'm starting to not know any other horror movies.
I
Games.
was thinking really hard. Doom.
Survey's
No, it's my
dead.
choice.
Good
Let's do
answer.
it.
Number
Sorry.
The clock was ticking down. He saved your bacon. All right. You've got 2 strikes and 4 of the top 10 are off the board. Keep going.
All right.
If you get 5, we'll just stop and say you won. Or 6. We'll say 6.
Horror
gotta be.
movies, horror games.
Stop that shit. It's distracting.
Resident Evil 2.
Judges? Survey's dead. Good answer. Resident Evil Final Chapter 2017. Paul W. Anderson. I don't know how many there are, but it's on there.
I think
It's like
that's
the
5.
10th one.
We'll count it because it doesn't have a number. All right, you get one more and you win. You get one more and you lose.
Oh, shucks. Just like life. All right, Josh.
I was trying to think.
There's no Slaughterhouse movie.
Underworld wasn't a video game.
No. Alan Wake is a horror movie, right?
No, it's not a game, or it's not a movie.
I thought there's an Alan Wake movie.
No. I can't think. What are you doing that?
For real, it's counting down.
Listeners, Jared just has his fingers in the camera.
Yeah,
Say
Jared's smiling at the camera doing 10-second countdowns is not helping us think.
That's
Give
the
us at
pressure
least-
that's the pressure that you'd get on the feud.
On the feud, you get at least 30 seconds.
It's been 30 minutes.
Um,
For real. 5, 4,
I honestly can't think of any horror movies.
In the Name of the King.
What is that?
Surveys. This is where who's the host of Family Feud?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey would rip you a new.
He would rip me a new.
Make an example of you for that.
Yes, he would.
Surveys dead. Josh, if you just would have trusted your heart. Number 10, Until Dawn. Number 9, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh.
Number 8, you got Resident Evil. Number 7, Dead Rising Endgame. Number 6, Doom.
What?
Number 5, Resident Evil. Number 4, Silent Hill. Number
Oh, yes.
I thought for sure you'd get that. Number 3, I'd never heard of, Dead Trigger. And then you got 2 and 1 were the Uwe Boll disasters.
When did a Silent Hill movie come out?
There's been 3.
There was one that just came out this year.
Hmm.
All right, I'm not gonna get to the third category.
Damn.
It took way too
All
long.
right.
And that's how you play Surveys Dead. All right, well that brings us to our third time talking about fear.com.com.
This is week 4 of.
Wait, no, we've only
Fear
watched
dot-
it 3 times.
No, I have the first week, second week, third week. This is week 4.
That can't be true.
It is.
Oh, it is.
It is.
What?
It is.
Because I use the same file to write notes, and I just scratch through once I get to week 1, 2, 3, or 4.
What has it gone up against?
Final Exam, Stage Fright, Human Lanterns, and now SHAKMA.
God, you're right. This is the 4th time. I got to amend my my intro. Returning for a 4th time.
I didn't want to step on your toes because you delivered it so well.
4th time? That's how forgettable this is. I can't even remember that I've seen it 3 previous times.
Yep.
Okay, you got anything else to say about this one? For 4th time.
Yes, I do.
So, Metacritic score.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody take a guess off the top of your head?
10.
Out of 100.
Oh, wait, no. I think I saw this. It's like 3.
I thought I was going to say 3.
No, a little higher.
Is it single digits? 9?
16.
That's way more generous than... Who are the... Are you talking critics or users?
Critics.
I bet users are probably like 47%.
It's a 5.2 out of 10.
Oh, boy. 5.2?
And on IMDb, it is
Better than
listed
half.
as one of the top 50 worst movies of all time.
Yeah. I know on IMDb it's 3.4 out of 10.
That was going to be my third Surveys Dead. Something along these lines, and this movie was on all the lists. But it was everything else no one had heard of. It sucks.
It sucks.
We're into week 4, so anything I have to bring up is just questions to ask you why this was the decision. Such as...
More than I have to talk about, so go for it.
All right, let me.
Also, I was going to say, if you go to the Metacritic fear.com website and look at the cast, there is an actor, Nigel Terry, who probably has the funniest headshot I've ever seen.
All right.
It's just a headshot of him dead with quarters over his eyes.
Which were the results of him being in this movie.
Yeah, just Google search
That was an
fear,
actual...
fear.com Metacritic and then
I don't even know how to spell fear.com. What do I put in?
fear.com.
Fear.com, one word.
Fear.com.
Yeah. I mean, he is dead, so maybe someone was just using creative license there.
This movie drove him to it.
That made me chuckle.
All right.
Ask your questions, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid.
So it's week 4. Here's the nitpicking. Number 1, why would the Germans with the camcorder ask a stranger to videotape them sitting assuming it's Central Park, but it's not really, on a park bench. Have you ever in your life seen someone ask a stranger to not take a photograph, videotape them as they sit on a park bench?
No, but as you bring up these points, I have something, a note that's tangential to that. And we could just knock our notes out together to make this
okay.
The DOH lady who turns investigative detective. She at one point comes up to the real detective and says, I did some research on the German girl. She was terrified of drowning. How do you find that out exactly? In the infancy of social media or the 2002 interweb, you don't even know this girl's name clearly because you're still just calling her the German girl. How do you know she was afraid of drowning?
She got on ICQ.
Fear.
She got on ICQ. She got on her instant messenger. On her devices. What else did we have? We had ICQ. We had,
AIM.
AIM. That was it, baby.
Friendster. Live Journal.
Maybe she looked at her Napster downloads and saw "I Don't Want to Drown" by PJ Harvey.
Her whole download playlist was just songs about not wanting to drown.
Maybe when they handed the camcorder off to that stranger, she was just like, "Did you know I'm scared of drowning?"
That's so weird. I don't like water. Anyway, it's just crazy to me that this woman came up with that really profound bit of information to help crack this crazy supernatural case.
All right, next.
Keep going with your questions, and if they spawn a note of mine, I'm just going to throw them out there.
Well, next question related to Terry, our super sleuth. How bad of a detective is Junior Detective Terry or Mike Steven Dorff to not know from those photos that they had in Jean Marie's case file of the steel mill that was 2 miles from 1313 dead end, what was it, Shadowbrook Lane from Monster Squad, from Jean Marie's mom's apartment?
You could clearly see it.
You would think you would see a giant steel mill on the way to this very secluded apartment in a garden between 2 buildings.
Yep.
And why would the hemophiliac child play at a steel mill? She was afraid of knives and sharp things, scissors. But by God, she loved to play with her rubber ball down at the steel mill 2 miles away.
On foot. She's just going there for the afternoon.
But how would the detectives not have known what this giant industrial building was?
They weren't good at their jobs. Well, one of them wasn't a detective.
At all.
But she did come up with that tidbit.
She did all the detectiving.
The German girl being afraid of water. A well-known fact. I don't even know. I've known you two. Obviously, Josh, I've known my entire life since out of my mom's womb. Aaron, I've known you just about as long. I don't know what your 2 fucking fears are. And I bet I couldn't find them online with any amount of searching. How did she find out that this random German girl was afraid of drowning?
Scared of witches, Jared.
How does Junior Detective Terry know to jump in the water? Except a blind woman watching TV who she asked, "What are you watching?" at the steel mill that she dives in and finds Jean Marie's mutilated body.
Because she found out the German girl was scared of water.
But what does that have to do with Jean at all?
So she faced the German girl's fear.
She just assumed everyone's afraid of water, and she just got lucky on the German girl.
Once she recovers the body, and they're doing the autopsy, poorly, I might add, because the woman hasn't actually performed an autopsy because she opens up and finds the pack of all the internal organs. And then she decides randomly to put her hand back in and pulls out her vial of lipstick. Now, who put the lipstick in her body? Alistair? Or did she swallow it?
Or did fear.com.com ghost do it?
I don't think her writing on the note and then swallowing, or imply that she swallows it.
How does she know the address of the decommissioned nuclear plant, which apparently is 2 miles in the other direction, outside New York City?
I don't know. There's no answer to these. It's bad. It's bad writing. It sucks.
Jared, I've watched the movie 4 weeks now. I thought I understood how the website worked. That Alistair had the furniture website, and on the back end was fear.com.com.
You don't know how the website work.
They make it a point that Denise recovers the actual website based off everyone's burnt out hard drives. So how does German kid, who doesn't know how photographs versus videos work, find out about fear.com.com?
I don't know.
In the first place.
I don't know. There's no logical forethought or foresight or anything.
Like, I understand back in the day, someone would say, hey, have you seen that website, rotten.com?
Yeah.
And that's a thing? Sure. Like, hey, random stranger, do you want to see the worst things you've ever seen on the internet? Go here. But that would mean that you had, in the next 48 hours, were going to die if you went to this website. Because of the mystical powers of dead German woman whose mother was not speaking German at 1313 Shadowbrook Lane.
Okay, you just brought up a note of mine, so I'm going to interject. I brought this up last week because, again, it's so fucking stupid. When Steven Dorff discovers fear.com.com and goes through the "do you want to help me?" and sees these images, clearly an image of a person he's been on a case for, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
She says, "Come and find me. You have 48 hours." Right?
Yes.
5 minutes later, again, she appears in an elevator with him. So you found her. What are we doing? She shows herself to him. Come find me. There she is.
Why? Because it's spooky.
Right? But she just ruined her own game by making herself corporeal to him.
Two aliens and one person who thought they could write a screenplay wrote a screenplay, Jared. That's the only answer.
I know I bitched about that scene just because of how dumb it is that he didn't recognize her, but this week it's a whole different level of dumb because she literally just says, "Come find me." And then he finds her.
There's a review on IMDb that I just loved. This guy or girl. This was obviously written before the resurgence of the horror genre, but It says, no wonder people claim the horror genre is dead. If the survival of horror films depends on titles such as Fear.com, we are indeed facing the downfall of the genre. Director William Malone's idea suspense exists out of underexposed and fuzzy images of murders edited together in boisterous flashes that actually show you nothing.
Yep.
And that pretty much sums it up perfectly. There's your movie.
True.
If we're going to pull out reviewers, the spirit of Roger Ebert had my back. Roger Ebert had my back in 2002, in which his review is basically, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And he singles out the cinematography and William Malone for making the best of that script. So I feel validated from last week.
No, it's not like I would say his contributions were minimal to even making it the good parts good. Which
there's nothing good.
No. everything that you could even say was complimentary was just trying to be David Fincher.
Yes, or look like a fucking scene out of The Crow or something. Like,
yeah.
William Malone sucks. He fucking sucks.
It was always raining in New York City. Everyone's Art Deco styled house was in disrepair, or apartment was in disrepair. Except Denise's. Denise's Art Deco house before she went crazy.
Yeah.
I said last week that apartment would have been $7,000.
Hell yeah.
Easy.
That's an apartment fit for a Meatloaf video.
Well, that's a deep cut.
Speaking of just everything being run down and disheveled, the aesthetic of it, not to victim blame anybody, but the lady that gets kidnapped.
Here you go.
Okay. So a stranger walks up to her that sounds like the Joker. Did you listen for it this time? That he sounds
kind of, yeah.
Stole his bit. So the Joker walks up to you. He looks like fucking Dean Ween. Like Heath Ledger's Joker. Gives you a business card that says he wants to give you an acting job. Okay.
While he's recording you.
First red flag. You show up to the address and it's essentially a rundown tenement building that you open the door to, and right away you hear the sound of the light bulbs flat. You know that strobe light effect light bulbs.
Yeah.
You hear clown like circus calliope music playing in the background.
Yeah.
And you take a look and you see exposed pipes. You see fucking walls ripped apart, water dripping from the ceiling. And you continue to step into this building.
No.
You deserve what you get, you dumbass.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I don't care where I am.
Has anyone ever been in a situation where you actually hear a light bulb going?
If I come home and open up my front door and see lights going like that, I'm not stepping inside.
If I had seen one of the things she saw.
If I saw all those flashing lights, I would think SHAKMA was on the loose. And they were trying to strobe them.
Oh, man. Whew.
It's been
lightning
a minute
over here.
Yeah, I have some good lightning going on that I don't know if I'm seeing my screen reflected in the Josh's like shirt and face, or if he's also experiencing all the lightning that I am at the moment.
There's some lightning going on.
Okay. Here's my last little bit, and it's a bit that I have to dust off because I haven't said these words in many, many weeks. But I have a theory about this movie.
Okay.
I have a unifying...
It's been a while since we've had a theory.
Yeah, and we have to stop that. I almost said it's been a minute just so it wouldn't cue up the it's been a while. But I have a unifying theory that makes sense of this movie and its script.
Okay.
This is all in Terry's dream. This movie never even happens. She falls asleep watching a Steven Dorff movie.
The Gate.
Yeah. Or let's just say she falls asleep to 7, and instead of Brad Pitt, she puts in Steve Dorff's face in her
She's
brain.
watching Blade.
Oh, yeah.
She's rubbing one out watching Blade.
But the only way this movie makes sense and how she becomes the center of it is if she's in a dream state, like wherein obviously she would never just overtake the investigation. She wouldn't even be allowed in the investigation once her boss was involved. All the randomness where she goes into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video game sequence where she can breathe underwater for 5 minutes and open her mouth and lose all of her oxygen and still have enough oxygen left to drag a dead body out of a pipe back to the woman. All the way through to the end of the movie where she wakes up and answers the phone. That is the only real scene in the movie. At that little epilogue at the end. And that's to let you know from William Malone, this dumb fucking script was all a dream.
You don't really believe that.
I do. It's the only way it makes sense.
Giving these people credit or even a slight benefit of the doubt. Because you just have to accept it's bad. People who are bad at their jobs somehow got money to make a terrible product.
Yeah, a movie like this does not have the layers of fucking Inception.
Well, if we watch it for week 5, look out for it, because it's the only way it makes sense.
Let's find out if we're going to watch it for week 5.
She wakes up and stares at a top still spinning, and then camera cuts.
She wakes up and sees a loading circle on her laptop, and it just keeps loading and loading and loading. Will the fear.com page ever load? Josh, you got 20 minutes till wrestling starts. So we got to get you out of here.
Oh, you're good.
No, I want to get out of here too.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's find out if we're watching this for a 5th and final. Well, next is its battle for the shitlocker. So we're going to count down from 3. And we're going to pick the movie that loses, that eats the buckle, that we will watch again next week. Are you gentlemen ready to do that?
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Pick your loser. 3, 2, 1.
Fear.com. Oh, no.
It is SHOCKMA, baby. Care to defend yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Anybody.
I had
round table.
Okay, yes. SHOCKMA was a bad, dumb movie, but I still enjoyed it more than fear.com. A lot more than fear.com.
This was the worst week for me in a while.
Yeah.
They were both unwatchable movies. And it was especially bad for me because from my childhood, I held a soft spot for SHOCKMA for so long without truly remembering how bad it is. When it comes to me, it comes down to the fact that it literally is the same shot, same scene over and over. At least fear.com gives you different sets, different things to look at, as bad as they are. SHOCKMA was atrocious. It was so fucking bad and repetitive and miserable and not fun. And I really hated seeing that goddamn baboon bash his head against a door.
So you said, why not watch it again?
No, I don't want to. And that's why we got to. Aaron, any defense on your end? Sorry, Josh, go ahead.
I was a little upset. I forgot to mention, we used to misquote the end of this movie all the time as game over. I win. But he doesn't say game over. He just says, oh, I thought he just goes, I win. I win. I win.
So when he first tricks SHOCKMA to jump through the mirror into the incinerator, he goes, game over. And then it kind of repeats that.
Oh,
it echoes that as he's, as you point out,
slowly
walking down the hall faster than a cannonball. For 10 fucking minutes, this movie should have been over, but we are watching this asshole walk badly limping down the hall for 10 fucking minutes, where you think maybe Shockman's going to jump out at him. Maybe one of the people he thought is dead is going to turn. No, he just falls over and then says, I win.
I win. God. Oh boy.
Aaron, would you like to defend your choice?
Why I pick SHAKMA?
Sure.
Watch it, asshole. It's good, bad. I will grant it that for most of it, but then it gets bad. Like, I don't even want to say to the Bunny Man level of bad. It just
not that bad.
You need to exercise out 40 minutes of the movie to have a good bad movie here.
The intro was the first 30 minutes of the game was boring. They could have at least made that fun, as dumb and pointless as it was. And then the last hour and 10 was also boring and shitty.
I don't want to have to watch this guy smiling like an asshole all over again.
Well, let's see what it's going up against. You guys got your picks in front of you?
Yes.
All right, Aaron, we've had one of yours, so you're 1 and 2. Josh, we've had none of yours, and I only have one left. So, Josh, you're 3, 4, 5. I'm 6, and it is 4. It's one of yours, Josh. 5.
This movie was mentioned a while ago, just in normal conversation, and I went, "Whoa!" We're watching Satan's Cheerleaders.
What? When did we mention that?
Aaron brought it up in an episode just randomly when he was just throwing out the names of, I can't remember why. I think just bad movies. And he said Satan's Cheerleaders. And I was like, oh!
You beating him to the punch.
Because it was on the list.
You're gaming the game master.
Yep.
All right. Well, that'll do it. So we're watching Satan's Cheerleaders versus SHOCKMA. So check that out. Check us out on Blue Sky, BucklePod at Blue Sky, BucklePod at Gmail. Save room for that because you're going to eat the buckle. Over.
Bye, Buckle Buddies. Over.
I win. Over and out.
Over and out.